Just under a year ago, famous Atlanta rapper Jeffrey Lamar Williams, otherwise known as Young Thug, aka Slime, aka Young Truly Humble Under God, aka the guy who featured on Havana, was released from jail on 15 years of probation. Now, the general public sentiment at this point was that Gunna, a close associate of Young Thug, allegedly snitched in order to be released, and that is also the sentiment that Thug expressed violently on Twitter. So a large part of the internet was on Young Thug's side. Until recently, that is. You see, while Thug was locked up, he made a lot of phone calls that had been recorded, and just recently they have started to surface online. And it's basically just him talking shit about 20 different people a day. He dissed Gunna, he dissed Drake, he dissed J. Cole, he even dissed Andre 3000 of all people. And just recently, a recording has surfaced wherein he had some words to say about famous new hairdo pop star Astra Yao.
You one of the biggest artists in the world. You became one of the biggest artists in the world, but you ain't helped nobody. You ain't put nobody on. Now you vintage. Now you goddamn can't put out a song and go top 50. You see what I'm saying? You put a song out right now, you can't even go top 50. But you the biggest artist in the entire world at one point. But you ain't put nobody on though. You ain't did that. Ain't no saying they got a career off of you.
The claims that Astra Yao can't go top 50 with a new release is really just ignorance from Thug. While yes, she has been on a hiatus, however, her concert in January 22 of this year sold out tickets in less than 82 milliseconds. And Starloop Tower is not an easy place to sell out, let alone in less than a second. You're telling me that Thug truly believes that Astra Yao is capable of selling out the most technologically advanced stadium in all of New Eridu, yet also believes she can't chart top 50 with a new release? Make it make sense. But is Young Thug's hatred for Astra Yao warranted? Is it reasonable for him to say these things about her the same way he did to Gunna when he allegedly snitched? And to answer that, we have to look at it from Yao's perspective. Astra Yao is the biggest pop star in all of New Eridu and filled the gap left behind in the industry after Yaron committed suicide. However, many critics online often note how she never really collaborated with other artists during her rise to fame, and even today, often just releasing her own songs, not helping anyone else grow but herself. She has received many feature requests, and songs with well-known artists have been leaked, but either because of label, licensing, or personal reasons, these songs were never released. And Astra's influence is enormous. Basically, anything she says will become the public's opinion until she says otherwise. The thing is that Astra Yao never spoke out about Young Thug when he was in jail. She didn't lend any form of support or even signs of her caring about his arrest. The entire time that Young Thug was fighting a court case, Astra Yao was having the prime of her career. She signed to a big label, rapidly rose in popularity, and even put out possibly her best album during this time. Hell, she even paraded in the Starloop Tower with possibly the greatest concert of all time, not even acknowledging the fact that Thug was released from jail. But should Astra Yao address the statements by Young Thug? And the answer is no, she should not. Astra is in the prime of her career, and it would only damage her image if she wasted time talking about a dude taking shots at everyone. And if the beef were to escalate to diss tracks, I don't think Astra Yao would be able to hold her ground even against someone like Slime. And as for Young Thug, what he said is technically not wrong, but it's also not true. Astra Yao never put anyone in particular on the map. However, she did pave the way for New Eridu's culture to appear more in mainstream music. She doesn't need to collab with Moneybagg Yo or create her own record label. She already turned attention to her city and popularized the sound. And that's already more influence than Young Thug could ever imagine himself making. But all to say is that this recent leak has put New Eridu into an uproar and damaged Young Thug's legacy forever. Let me know what you all think about this new controversy between Astra Yao and Young Thug, and make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that fancy shit and all that stuff, and have a good day. Yeah.